listening to the EPT Works Listen, Love, Give podcast. Hi, I'm Dr. Annette Cargioli, the Forgiveness Doctor. I'm here to help you create phenomenal health, happiness, and new life with energy, intuition, and forgiveness. In a world where emotional health is often treated with mind-altering drugs or years of talk therapy, it's time for more compassionate, imaginative initiatives in emotional health care. EPT is short for Emotional Polarity Technique, an innovative holistic emotional therapy that will change your life and health for good. You can learn more about Emotional Polarity Technique through my new book, The Forgiveness Doctor, available on Amazon.com. You can subscribe to this podcast, get free EPT training at EPTworks.com, and like us on Facebook. At the age of 12, Donna watched her dad being taken away in an ambulance to the hospital. Minor surgery was done, but the surgeon made a mistake, and instead of coming home, Donna's young dad died. At age 14, Donna began having fainting spells. Doctors said there was nothing wrong, she was just trying to get attention. But then in college, she began having full seizures, and a pacemaker was put in her chest. By the time she was in her early 40s, Donna developed a neurological autoimmune disorder that causes paralysis from the neck down. On the anniversary day of her father's death, she found herself in the same hospital wing where he died, unable to move. She was just a few days shy of turning 42, the same age of her dad when he passed away. It wasn't until she was 51 that a doctor asked her the most important question of her life, a question that would lead her to better health than she'd had for decades. The life-changing question? Do you have any childhood traumas or stressors that might have contributed to the disease you're having as an adult? Today, I will be telling you about two major discoveries that will explain why this life-changing question had the power to improve Donna's life and health, and how it may also improve your life and health. The first is a discovery made in the mid-90s by two researchers, Dr. Vince Folletti at Kaiser and Dr. Bob Anda at the CDC. Together, they asked 17,500 adults about their childhood exposure to what they called adverse childhood experiences, or ACEs. On their ACE research questionnaire, they defined 3 types of ACEs that included abuse, physical, emotional, and sexual, neglect, physical and emotional, and household dysfunction, which included mental illness, violence in the home, divorce, incarceration of a relative, and substance abuse. For every yes on the ACE questionnaire, you would score 1 point. Your total points reveal your ACE score. The more difficult your childhood, the higher your ACE score is likely to be, and the greater your risk for health and relationship problems later in life. To give you an indication of how specific the ACE research is, women who scored 3 ACEs had a 60% greater risk of being hospitalized, like Donna, with an autoimmune disease as an adult. Similar links existed with heart disease, diabetes, migraines, and irritable bowel disease. People who scored 4 ACEs were twice as likely to be diagnosed with cancer and depression as adults. Those who scored 6 ACEs had a shortened lifespan by 20 years. It's been over 20 years since the research linking childhood adversity to adult illness began, and since that time, over 1,500 peer-reviewed studies have replicated the ACE research findings. This research has made it crystal clear that in order to impact chronic disease, we need holistic therapy models to emerge that offer faster and more permanent resolutions for the unresolved emotional conflicts in both adults and children. It's time for more imaginative initiatives in emotional health care. Which brings me to the second discovery I'd like to tell you about. In 1993, I began a new healing initiative in emotional health care. People were coming to me from all over to heal physical and emotional pain by releasing old hurts from their past through forgiveness. I became known as the Forgiveness Doctor. I called my new discovery Emotional Polarity Technique, or EPT for short. EPT combines energy, intuition, and most important, forgiveness to get faster relief from the stresses in your life. Forgiveness is the key that enables instant and permanent changes in EPT. Forgiveness is not a trick. It's a true shift in perception and consciousness. This shift happens in a moment of forgiveness. In this moment, pain and burden is immediately gone. Your perception of yourself, your past, and others is changed for good. Your life takes on new meaning. EPT is designed to get you to that forgiveness moment faster and more often, to create life-altering changes that will improve your physical and emotional health. Since my discovery of EPT in 1993, there have been thousands of scientific studies on forgiveness that have validated why EPT works so well. In scientific studies, forgiveness has been proven to enable physical changes, including lowering blood pressure, eliminating chronic pain, and lessening effects of physical and emotional pain and stress. Forgiveness has also been shown to increase your ability to be happy, fulfilled, and optimistic. When you come to realize these two profound scientific discoveries, how your childhood trauma plays a major role in the disease, pain, and dysfunction you have as an adult, and how forgiveness has been proven to resolve the trauma that creates physical and emotional suffering in your life, you have to ask yourself this life-changing question. Do I have any unresolved childhood traumas or stress that could be contributing to the pain, problems, and diseases I have as an adult? And can forgiveness really help change my pain? I'm talking about pain that keeps recurring despite your best efforts to resolve it. Physical pain, such as migraines, back pain, irritable bowel, and emotional pain, like depression, anxiety, divorce, difficult relationship, and addictions. Remember, science says that not only is it possible, it is very likely that your pain and disease is caused by the unresolved pain and trauma in your childhood. Science also says that forgiveness can resolve the trauma that creates physical and emotional suffering in your life. What hard things have happened in your life that have gone unresolved? Hard relationships, divorce, abuse, failure, death. When you don't resolve your hurt through forgiveness, you project it into the life you have now, and that just creates more unresolved pain and disease in your body and more unresolved relationship dysfunction in your life. What's bothering you in your life right now that you haven't been able to change on your own? Is it your body, a chronic disease, your health, your marriage, depression, anxiety? Emotional Polarity Technique is a completely different approach in emotional health care. Rather than relying on conventional drug therapy or traditional talk therapy, EPT relies on the science of forgiveness. Emotional Polarity Technique is a holistic, collaborative approach. You start by revealing what you want to change right now to make your life better. Your EPT practitioner quickly locates a root memory that correlates with the specific disease, pain, or dysfunction that you revealed and helps you to positively change it through forgiveness. EPT lasers in with forgiveness and transforms the adversity in your life that is making you sick. The immediate result is you just feel a whole lot better, physically and emotionally. The long-term result is permanent positive behavior changes, healthier life for you, and a better world for everyone. When you forgive the past and the people who hurt you, in your childhood and now. It serves to release the physical and emotional stressors that create disease, pain, and dysfunction in your life. You simply can't wait a lifetime for past hurts to continue to show up in a devastating disease, chronic pain, or another difficult relationship that can ruin your life. EPT has over 25 years of success, ending depression, anxiety, and all manner of physical and emotional pain and suffering in both adults and children. This is not where you thought you were going. It's so much better. I'm Annette Cargioli, the Forgiveness Doctor, and I invite you to schedule a free EPT consult so you can discover for yourself how EPT may work to change your life for good.